this afternoon's lecture by Professor Athreya. Well, Professor Athreya is not a stranger to this audience. He's visited Canada several times, but still it's my job to introduce him to today's program. Professor Athreya is a teacher by himself. He teaches the corporate world on strategies, the bureaucrats on planning, and the youth on career development. He is an ultimate guru by himself. He is a teacher for all seasons, for all the people involved. After getting his PhD from Harvard, he taught at the Indian Institute of Management in Calcutta, was in London School of Management and Business School as a professor. And when many of us were leaving the shores of India to seek the material wealth in the Western world, he decided to pack up his bags from England, from say Scotland at that time, go back to India to help India with a youth corporate world on business, strategies, and growth. He has been teaching public and private sector, senior executives for many years, but of late, his focus is primarily on values, bringing the rich Indian tradition, combining with the management philosophies, how best you can teach the growing Indian youth in a global village. What tools do you need to participate in engage yourself? And we are really privileged today to have Professor Athreya with us, and he will share his knowledge and experience with all of us. I'm glad that he's here, and after his brief lecture, you can ask him questions, and I don't think he'll be asking us anything something new today. Moish?
Thank you very much, Lakshman, for that very kind introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, you know how he was honored yesterday by the Indian Association of Canadian Indians. Exactly the kind of service he is doing to the community, and particularly unity and diversity. I am delighted to be with all of you this afternoon. I noticed that there is at least one very serious listener, and this is a lady with the notepad and pen in her hand. It is always a delight for any speaker to find at least one person in the audience who is really showing jijnasa. Jijnasa is a beautiful word in Sanskrit, and I hope some of you have a background in Sanskrit. It is the greatest ever language human beings designed, very logical. Jnatum ichcha iti jijnasa. There is a desire to learn, and the ichcha shakti is the most important of the three shaktis that we have. Jnana shakti is easy. Kriya shakti is easiest. We can be busy doing something or the other. What that is it a priority? Is it the right thing in life? But the ichcha shakti to do the right thing is very much here. This talk was originally designed for the youth here. I gave a video for that program about 2 years ago, and I believe some youth are here. Some of them may have seen it, and they are now the leaders of this year's workshop, which is excellent. And before that, I spoke in the community hall. Some of you may have heard that on the Canadian Indian values and how the youth of Indian origin resident in Canada can harmonize, reconcile, and get the best value of the materialistic opportunities of Canada and the discipline of modern life, plus the time-honored, timeless, eternal values of the Indian tradition. Today, I have taken the subject of total life management. And the younger the person, the more relevant this topic. I speak in some companies on their vision to large audiences, and there I say that a person who is 20, a graduate engineer, an engineer trainee who has just recently been recruited by the company, has 50 years of service ahead of him. Because in his lifetime, the Indian retirement age will also become 70. At director level, it is already raised from 60 to 65. So when you have a 50-year career, this vision of the company is most relevant to him. It is less relevant to people who are 65 and about to retire, a bit more relevant to people at 50. Therefore, what I am saying, the more life you have left ahead of you, the more important this topic, total life management. I have some graphics here. The colors are not coming through clearly, but later on the other slide will be more legible. I hope you are able to see the title, Indian Philosophy Concepts for Total Life Management. That is, in management, if you make a hierarchy, at the moment, meetings like G20 and EU, they are wrestling with global management problems. Ecology, environment, climate change, debt, unemployment, and so on. Then we have a regional management problem at EU level where Greek, Portuguese, Italian, Spanish default is a major spectre. Then you have a national management problem. For example, where China is doing a much better job of managing the Chinese nation than the Indian democracy at the moment doing of the Indian nation. We are catching up. We have a great deal of improvement to make in infrastructure. Then there is corporate management. But the most fundamental, the most essential is self-management by every individual. If all the world's 9 million citizens were more competent at managing their own lives, then the corporate management will become easier. There will be less need for national, regional, and global management. Because the whole world will run on bottom-up governance rather than top-down governance failures. So it is that total life management that I want to talk about. It is relevant even to the seniors because they can act as mentors, as guides. All of us have children, grandchildren, extended family, and if we don't have our own, we have children of the community. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family. So it is relevant to everyone, whatever his stage. I'm just emphasizing the younger you are, and the more you can convey this to younger people. That is the reason why I suggested that you are quite free to video this. And in our tradition, knowledge should not be charged for, it should be given free. So I'm not like Stephen Covey wanting a royalty on this video. This can be freely distributed. Some parts of it can be put on YouTube if you like. And I hope that the Indian Association here will incur this expense, that whoever asks you for a CD, you will send it. But if you want to charge a fee and distribute purpose, that's no problem. Yeah. Thank you. This is my background. If any of you, especially youngsters, want to discuss at any time how you are trying to practice this model and what is your experience, and anything other than what are your questions, you can contact me on this email ID. As far as climate change and my carbon footprint, I stopped printing my resident carbon. And wherever people want it, I only give them my ID. I normally do not pick up the phone. There are 5 with me on the phone, but I will respond to any email within 24 hours. I go to international conferences, people give me their cards, I tell them I will send you my email ID to the system. Yeah, next. Thank you. This is the structure of the talk that I have in mind. I would like to first of all share TLM that makes the title simpler, like TQM. Some of the youngsters, anybody knows what is TQM?
Total quality.
Total quality, of course, those of us who are senior will know. I'm asking people at college, school level that they've heard. This is total life management, which is much higher than any particular thing we will talk about, because financial experts talk about TCM, total cost management. Yeah, and marketing experts talk about total customer satisfaction, TCS. So this is total life management. And then I would like to talk about some of those concepts in 4 different, these are only samples, there are lots of concepts. We are like children picking up pebbles on the seashore and sampling some of it. The Indian philosophy is an ocean. You mention any issue in human life, any conundrum, any dharma, any dilemma, any problem, comedy, tragedy, success, failure, you mention there are parallels in Indian philosophy where we can draw lessons. I would like to share 4 of those concepts here selectively and end up